Please, the court, my lord, I confirm my appearance to Mr. Meyiwa and Mr. Sipila.
If you please, the court, my lord, I confirm my appearance on the
Yes.
This is the court, my lord. I confirm my appearance on behalf of accused number 4, Mr. Makesa, standing in for my colleague, Advocate Mishalo,
Okay.
of accused number 5, Mr. Go.
Thanks. Yes. Where's Mr. Mzansi? You are still on the oath?
We're just waiting for Mr. Jonas.
Oh, Jonas is not here.
My Lord, yesterday there are two issues that stood down.
Yeah.
The first one pertained to the Standard Bank account. There was a debate with Mr. Ramusipili as to whether the state did furnish him with the records of the Standard Bank account. And just briefly, my Lord, without belaboring the point, we just wish to refer to the proceedings of 13 May 2024, page 19. There's a debate between Dr. Sibanda and the court. We're going to read from line 7, Dr. Sibanda. My Lord, even then, that is the case, I will try my best to get the requested information from the bank, my Lord. It is just that the document that I have in front of me, we tried, Mr. Ramusipile, to get the last three numbers we cannot make up what it is exactly. And the court then asks where the bank is, and Dr. Sibanda says it's in Joburg. And my colleague informs me that discussion was in the context of getting information so that the Section 205 subpoena can be prepared. And it was on that basis that the document was obtained. And as we pointed out yesterday, that it was shared with the defense. And my Lord, we're just saying this just to show we're not trying to cast aspersions on anyone, just to indicate that we did, from our side, obtain the information and gave it to the defense in light of the debate that arose yesterday. Then the second point that the court raised was whether the approach and the interpretation of the state regarding the recharging is correct, and the court then requested us to just this morning to address the court on that issue of the recharging. And my Lord, we first want to start by explaining how the Section 205 process works. When information is requested in terms of Section 205 with specific reference to cell phones, the Section 205 data will consist of 4 sections. The first section will be the AMA data. Now, the AMA data will contain information on the incoming calls. The acronym MOC is used. It will contain information on voice messages or call forwards. The AMA data will also contain information on incoming calls or the MTCs. It will also contain information on text messages or SMSs. And the AMA data will also consist of the USSD stream. However, the USS stream under the AMA data will merely show that the stream was used. But to get details of what was done, you then have to go to the USSD stream itself, and the USSD stream will then tell exactly what was done or the transactions that were performed. So the third section of the Section 205, the USSD stream, will contain details of the transaction. Now, my Lord, to get a full picture, one needs to read the USSD stream under AMA data, as well as the third section, the USSD stream itself, which spells out the transactions that were performed. And this is the exercise, my Lord, that we've been engaged in, showing the transactions from the USSD stream, which shows the towers, which shows the duration of the activity, but to see as to what activity was performed, one needs to go to the USSD stream itself. Hence, my Lord, we reading the two documents jointly. They must be read together. Now, my Lord, when purchasing airtime, there are two security layers. The first security layer is that the device must be unlocked first before purchasing any airtime or performing any transaction. But in order to purchase airtime, the bank service must be accessed. And to access the bank service, you input certain values depending on whether or not one has airtime. For instance, if there is no airtime, one would use the one will input these values: *130 3279 hash, as no time is needed for that transaction. However, if one has airtime, one will then input the following values: *120 3279 hash, as airtime is needed for this transaction. Now, you then select what you want to do. For instance, purchase airtime for oneself or for family members. Then the second security layer, my Lord, is to authenticate oneself using a PIN. And after authenticating oneself, one can then purchase airtime. This, in brief, is that how we understand the system to work, and this is precisely the procedure that we are following, my Lord. As the court pleases.
ukuthi uzokaphikisana khona-ke abameli bekhiphathi u-advocate Baloyi akekho kwisimo akayena ungoti okwa-Vodacom ukuthi-ke angachazela icourt ukuthi lokhu kusho ukuthini, lokhu kusho ukuthini. Inkantolo yasithi-ke abahambeke bayo phenyake noma bayokwenza ucwaningo bona-ke abameli kanye nabashushisi babuyeke namuhla ekuseni baphenduleke inkantolo. Useyayitshela-ke inkantolo ubaba uBaloyi ukuthi-ke kukhona-ke la ekufanele ubheke noma ubuke khona-ke la ezokutshela khona-ke ukuthi uma wenza lokhu mhlasimbe u*130*3279 no*120*3279 ukuthi-ke lapho usuke uthenga-ke i-airtime. Lokho-ke uyakuthola kwimininingwane yakwa-Vodacom noma uma ubuka-ke ubheka la khona-ke ukhonjiswa khona-ke ukuthi lokho kusho ukuthini. Uthi-ke uma bebenza lokho-ke bebekwenza-ke ngoba bekubhekile noma beyitholile-ke imininingwane ukuthi yebo uma ufaka u*130*3279 ila khona-ke uthenga khona i-airtime kanye naye-ke u*120*3279. So ngamafishane-ke uphendula inkantolo ukuthi-ke bekungani-ke benza ngale ndlela benze ngayo ukuthi-ke qala babhekile qala babenza ucwaningo lapho bathola-ke ukuthi indlela leyo ekwenziwa ngayo.
I want to say something else.
Yes, just to add, the acronym USSD, we referred to it yesterday, it stands for Unstructured Supplementary Service Data, and it says Interactive Network Function, example star 140 star 082, and that will also include the values that we refer to, star 130 star 3279 hash and star 120 3279 hash. And in the explanation of call data terms, star 130 star is defined as 0 rated for financial institutions. In other words, no airtime is needed for this transaction. Then you then have the star 120 star. Airtime is needed for this transaction. And just briefly to refer to the evidence of Ms. Fathilingam in this regard, on the 14th of June 2024, page 7, line 8, Ms. Fathilingam, you can recharge over a USSD stream, you can recharge via your bank app, and another person can buy you airtime and send to your phone. And regarding the security pattern, we've already referred to the evidence of Warrant Officer Ndlovu on the 10th of June 2025 at page 41, where he testified as follows at line number 3, Mr. Ndlovu, when we are talking about a pattern, it means the owner of the cell phone, he or she usually set it as a security. Therefore, this means that if the owner of the said cell phone is not around, therefore a second person cannot be able to make an outgoing call nor to receive a phone call. Simply because the cell phone will be locked, therefore that is the reason as to why I had not been therefore, that is the reason as why I was not able to download to the cell phone. No evidence from the cell phone because the owner of the cell phone was not present. And Dr. Sibanda then asked him as to whether this pattern, is it a pattern that you have to input into a device? Then Mr. Ndlovu, Warrant Officer Ndlovu responds as follows: yes, the pattern, it is made by the owner of the cell phone so that you can protect the data from of the cell phone. Then Dr. Sibana asks him, does this pattern, correct me if I'm wrong, does it work like a signature wherein only the person that signs can repeat the exact same pattern? And he responds as follows at line 22. Warrant Officer Ndlovu, I can agree with you in terms of the recording is indistinct. The only person who can be able to unlock the cell phone, it is the person who was making that pattern. And he carries on to mention the activities that you cannot carry out when the cell phone is locked. That is found on page 42. We've already placed that on record. We're not going to repeat that, my Lord. Thank you. That's all.
USSD ushukuthini-ke nomkhulumane washo-ke ngo-star 140 star 1082 okwazi ukuthi-ke usebenzise kuyona-ke USSD, nokuthi uma ngabe ufaka u-star 130 star 3279 hash akuna airtime edingekayo lapho. kodwa-ke uma ngabe usebenzisa ustar 120 star 3279 hash, lapho-ke i-airtime iyadingeka, kwase futhi-ke ekhuluma ngabo ubufakazi bakhe-ke, noma ingena kubona-ke ubufakazi buka-warrant officer Ndlovu, owasho-ke etshela le nkantolo ukuthi uma ngabe kunephethini efonini, lokho kusho ukuthi-ke umnikazi wayo uyisebenziseke iphethini leyo nangokuvikela-ke noma ukuvala-ke ucingo, okusho ukuthi umuntu wesibili akangeke-ke akwazi ukuthi enze noma-ke ashaye ucingo noma-ke atholeke ucingo olungenayo. Isizathu-ke leso esambangela ukuthi-ke angakwazi-ke ukuthi ifoni leyo ayidownloade akukho, nofuthi ubufakazi-ke ngokusho kwakho warrant officer Ndlovu abuthola-ke kwi-cellphone ngoba ifoni leyo yayivaliwe. Umuntu kuphela ongakwazi-ke ukuthi avule umakhalekhukhwini uma ngabe unjalo uyena-ke umnikazi wefoni, ekuyena oyaziyo ipattern.
Yes, let's hear you, Mr. Nisi.
I think the court has made a ruling yesterday that...
Yeah, but let's hear you. Do you have anything to say?
No, I'm just saying that the court said yesterday that we can bring our own expert, my lord.
Fine. Let's hear you, Mr. Ramsipidi.
As the court places, my lord, before I venture into the issue that we are meant to research, with respect to the Standard Bank Section 205s, without going up and down, I forgot yesterday, but I'll make this request today that I be furnished with same, including my colleagues as well. The other issue, but let me leave it for now. I'll discuss it with the state, my lord. With respect to this, Mr. Valoy has gone to length, my lord, to explain how you buy airtime, which interface do you use. By interface, I mean the USSD. However, what he failed to address the court on, and that what is pertinent, was the issue of pattern matched. Because yesterday when I left, I told them I know what pattern matched means. There's a company that provides all network providers with an interface to operate these USSDs. That company is called Pattern Matched Technologies or Solutions Pty Limited. And I'll leave it at that because I don't know what they do with the banks. Somebody from Pattern Matched or from the bank can come and explain how that interface works with the USSDs, how you send the OTPs to somebody that wants to access their mobile money app and all of that, my lord. But as I stand here, that has got nothing to do with the pattern code that Mr. Ntanzi says my phone had a pattern. Before you access my phone, you use that pattern, because otherwise it will be foolhardy, my lord. And I'll not testify, because this is a research. On my own bank statement, when I buy my data, it does not say passcode, because I've got a passcode. It does not say passcode accessed. It's got nothing to do with my security as to how I access that device. I'm not an expert. I'll leave it at that, my lord. The research that I've done is that this company called Pattern Matched Solutions or Technologies, Ms. Vatilingam or somebody from that company can come and explain the modalities of how they work with the service provider as well.
Yes, Mr. Muhammad.
My lord, on the first issue of the bank records, on the issue of the bank records, I've tried so hard yesterday to search or to look for my exhibits. More so, the state did not lead any evidence regarding the bank records, if I remember very well. So the Standard Bank records, if I remember very well. So it was hard for me to trace and find the bank records of Standard Bank that the state is referring to. If the state can assist me with the exhibit number of the Standard Bank record so that one can follow the proceedings.
Okay. Is that it?
My Lord, on the issue of the party match, I think it was prudent for the state to lead Ms. Pinky Vitilingam on the aspect of the party match, because the party match, as my colleague Advocate Msololo indicated yesterday, it is not on the glossary of the list of definitions. So one cannot assume that on the language that the state intend to use about the meaning of party match, that it means what the state is alleging. So I'll agree with my colleague, Mr. Ramsepele, that we need somebody from the Vodacom expert, because ultimately, my Lord, it is the duty of the state to prove the case beyond reasonable doubt. There is no reverse on us. Thank you.
Yeah, but I listened to Warrant Officer Ndlovu.
I also listened, my Lord, to the
gave
evidence
us a lecture on how it works.
Yes, but...
Yeah, okay, I'll leave it at that. But I listened.
But is it in the language of the Section 205 records? I think that's where the contentious issue is.
Have you given the gentleman the Section 205 records?
For the Standard Bank account?
Yeah.
Yes, my Lord, that is the information that was requested by the defense, and it was given to them. There was no need for us to use it, so it doesn't serve as an exhibit before this
But you gave them that?
Yes, my colleague informs me that we did give them that information.
umnisomisukumake uthi-ke uzolandela-ke lokhu inkantolo ekushila izolo ukuthi-ke bangeza nongoti wabo mayelana nalolu daba lolu. Ubaba uMsipile uthi-ke ngizwile ubaba uBaloyi esho-ke echazela inkantolo-ke ukuthi-ke yini-ke kufanele uyenze ukuthi la magama asho ukuthini. Kodwa-ke lodwa-ke igama angalishilo yikona-ke leli ababenenkinga nalo-ke izolo ukuthi kula magama abhaliwe laphayana alikho. Leli-ke uzokhumbula uma simane sibheka-ke lapha kulama-calls la bebhalwe khona u-party match. Bathi-ke kulamagama lawana alikho, futhi namanje kuyona-ke inkulumo yakhe akakhulumanga ngalo, akalishilo. Manje-ke yena-ke uthi-ke kucwaningo lwakhe alenzile ubaba uMsipile ikhona-ke ikhampani ayitholile-ke ekuyiyona-ke esebenza ngawo-ke lama-party match, kodwa-ke uthi nje uzokuyeka lapho, kodwa uyayitshela nje inkantolo yazo. So bakhuluma okodwa-ke ubaba uMsipile naye-ke wakunqumalo ukuthi-ke okungasiza ukuthi-ke kutholakale umuntu obuya lapho ekungaba uyena ongaza la enkantolo atshele inkantolo ukuthi kusho ukuthini, hayi ukuthi kube umbuso noma umshushisi otshela inkantolo lokho. Kodwa-ke ngokuphathelene nama Section 205 ase-Standard Bank, umshushisi uthi-ke uyaqinisekisa nakuzakwabo eceleni kwakhe ukuthi abameli bayinikezwe lo mininingwane leyo. Kodwa-ke uyasho Advocate uNqumalo ukuthi ubhekile, kodwa-ke akakutholanga ndawo.
Yeah, okay. Let's continue, Mr. Baloyi.
Sorry?
Ngithi nami phambi kwenkantolo ngathi ukuthi anginayo i-bank statement ase-Standard Bank, ngiyangimangele mina ngiqala ukuyibona lapha manje.
According to my knowledge as well, my Lord, I do not have a bank statement of Standard Bank. I saw it for the first time. I got surprised when I saw it here.
As the court pleases, my Lord, Mr. Ntanzi, yesterday we were on page 178 of Exhibit DD 5E, Roman figure 1. We're just looking for a copy for Mr. Jonathan.
Understood, eh?
No, we're fine. We're good to go now. It's page 178. That is now on the 19th of October 2020 at 19:51 and 32 seconds. We'll start with, as we pointed out in the argument, we'll start out with the AMA stream that will show that a USSD transaction was performed. But in order to see exactly what was done, we'll have to go to the USSD stream itself. Now, the AMA data USSD shows that the number 06090168890 on the 19th of October 2020 at 19:51, 19 seconds, perform a call type, a USSD, lasting 36 seconds. And the tower was Moeregloed, 3G Moeregloed NGA.
Ngayo le date ke ya 19 October 2020 isikhathi u-19:51:32 ama-seconds ikhombisa ke inumber 0609016890 ukuthi ke iyakhombisa ke la ukuthi yini eyenziwa ke nebesikhulume ke ngayo kufakwe lana u-mobile money iyakhombisa ke la ukuthi ke yasetshenziswa kanjani noma kwenziwani ke lapho ikhombisa leyo *130*082#. Ngizomshushisa ibiza lapha yangisema ukhulume lana kubhalwe ke ama-seconds awu-23. Is it the name of the tower?
Moeregloed, yes.
Itower ke ikhombisayo ke ithi Moeregloed.
Thank you. Now, as we mentioned, to see exactly what the nature of the activity is, we now have to go to the USSD stream, which shows that and we mentioned that the two documents must be read together, which shows that the number 06090168890 and the type of activity was mobile money, and the USSD stream that was accessed was *130*082#. Sorry, that was on the 19th of October 2020 at 19:51 and 32 seconds.
Ila ikhombisa khona noma iyasho ke la ukuthi ke yini ke kahle kahle eyenziwa ila ikhombisa khona ukuthi kwafakwa *130*082# ngazo i-19 October 2020 19:51:32 ama-seconds.
Now, regarding the Moeregloed Tower, Ms. Faithillingham testified as follows. On the 22nd of July 2024, at page 13, line 20, Dr. Sibanda asks Ms. Fathinningham to give the distance between Queenswood and Villeray Police Station, which we placed on record yesterday. Ms. Fathinningham indicates that Villeray is in between Queenswood and Palmer's Flats, and that the distance is 2.6 kilometers. But for our purpose today, we wish to refer to page 14 of her evidence on the 22nd of July 2024. Dr. Sibanda then asks her, and then the distance of 1.11 kilometers, what does that represent? Then she answers as follows: that is between Moeregloed and Queenswood Towers.
Just a moment. Lana ke Miss Pinky Vitamingham wayebuzwa ke ngebanga ebuzwa uyena ke uDr Usibanda wakubufakazi bakhe bange-22 zika July 2024 page 13 line 20 esikhulumile ke ngebanga ke eku-2.6 lona ke eliphakathi ke noma esho ke wakubuzwa ke ibanga phakathi kweVilleray neQueenswood, washo wathi ke iVilleray iphakathi ke kwayo iQueenswood kanye nePalmer Flats. Uma ebuzwa ke ngebanga lika 1.2 kilometers ila asho khona ukuthi ke ibanga ke phakathi kwayo iMoeregloed kanye futhi ke neTower iQueenswood.
Do you have any comment, Mr. Ntanzi?
Ingabe khona ofisa ukusho?
Mina phambi kwekatolo ngangena phone.
I had no phone, my lord.
Ngoba okunye phambi kwesenkantolo mangiqhathanisa isikhathi lesi osifunda ko callback nesikhathi osifunda la nesikhathi sama call. Into isikhathi esi1 nokuthi kathi ifoni yami yayenzwani mina ngazi phambi kwekatolo.
My lord, when I look at the time that is being mentioned for the please call means, the time that is being mentioned for the calls, call back, call kanye nani isithathu ubale ezintathu,
Nalokathi mina nganga
as well as the buying of the airtime. It's all at the same time, my lord, around the same time. So I'm asking before this court as to what exactly was being done with my phone.
Okay. The next transaction that we wish to refer to, still on page 178 of Exhibit DD5E, Roman figure 1. It's found on page, the same page as the previous transaction, page 178 of 200. The case ID is 103-1227. Now the USSD on the
Sometimes it's asking for the documents that show the towers.
Oh, okay. We'll give it to you just now. The number 06090168890 on 19 October 2020 at 19:51 and 19 seconds performed a USSD transaction lasting 36 seconds, and the tower is Moeregloed. The first highlighted one, Moeregloed.
Yes.
Tower.
Silana nge 19 October 2020, 19:51 nama seconds awu 19. Kubhaliwe ukuthi kwenzekani uhlobo le call i-USSD ama seconds awu 36 nayike iMoeregloed itower yakhona NGA 3G more groot.
Do you see that?
Yeah, man. Yes, 1951, 1954. Uyasho ukuthi yini eyenziwe kwakwenziwani. Noma ukuthi wafaka airtime noma wawenzani kodwa ekhaya iyona uUSSD iyona echazayo esho ukuthi yini eyenziwe uzokhumbula uma sikubhala lokho abo 1 2 konke lokho isho lokho. Yes.
Now, to see what type of transaction was performed, we now have to look at the USSD stream on page 178, which shows that the number 060 901 6890 performed a mobile money transaction, inputting the values hash 130, star 130 star 082 hash, and the date is 19 October 2020 at 19:55:01 seconds. 01 second, sorry.
I think you're reading a different number. You gave us 1951-19. I think that one is a different one. You gave us 1951-19. That's where we are looking.
No, the one that we're looking at is 1955:01. 1955-01.
Is this the one now that you're reading?
Yes.
That's the 1951? 19.
That's the one I'm looking at,
Yes.
my lord.
Can I just have a look at it?
1951-19.
Yes, there's just a difference of 1 second, or a second in fact, which shows that we've just placed that on record, that according to the AMA data, the USSD section, the number 060-901-6890 on the 19th of October 2020 at 19:55, there's just a difference of a second, perform a USSD transaction lasting 37 seconds, and the tower is Moeregroot.
Yeah.
19 October 2020, 1955. Walana iti 1955-01, walana 1955. Itive mehluko we-second elilodwa iyakhombisa-ke ukuthi USSD eyenziwa ama-seconds awu-37 bese kuthi tower 3G Moeregroot NGA.
Now, we have already placed on record the type of transaction that was performed on the day. It was mobile money, and the values star 130 star 082 hash were input.
Bese sishilo-ke ukuthi noma ubhaliwe-ke la ukuthi kwakwenziwani iyona-ke inumber le u-0609016890 kubhalwe umobile money. Kwabhalwa ukuthi-ke ukwenza yona-ke imobile, lokho kubhalwe ukuthi mobile money kwafakwa-ke ustar 130 star 082 hash ngazo i-19 October 2020 u-1955-01.
Now, the next transaction on the 8th of November 2020 at 20:02:05 seconds. That transaction is on page 181. We'll first start with the AMA data, which indicates that a USSD transaction was performed using the number, your number, 06090168990 on 8 November 2020 at 20:07:56 seconds, and the call type was a USSD lasting 9 seconds. The tower is 3G Queenswood NGA.
Lana ke kokunge-8 zika November 2020 isikhathi u-20:07:56 bathatha ama-seconds awu-9 kusetshenziswa inamba yakho ke 0609016890 asibuke lana ke and 28 November 20:07:56 20:07:56 iyasho ukuthi kwakuyona USD ama-seconds awu-9 itower 3G Queenswood NGA naya inamba 0609016890.
Now, to see what the nature of the USSD transaction is, we have to look at the USSD stream, which indicates that on the your number 06090168890 performed a mobile money transaction by inputting the values *130*082# on 8 November 2020 at 20:02:05. And the case ID is 1031227 on page 181 of 200.
Manje ke ukubonaka ukuthi yini kahle kahle eyenziwa ke ubuka lana ke iyakhombisa ke ukuthi kwasetshenziswa *130*082# ngazo i-8 zika November 2020, but manje date eshiwa yilena ke 20 noma isikhathi 20:02:05 sina kodwa ubizile
ngakho nje siyaphambana ngoba ufika akulide ngenye indlela uma uqala ukutolokela mina sebiza inamba wrong.
Which is then why I am saying that this is confusing me, my lord, because when the state was busy reading, it was the time was 20:07:56. Now the time mentioned now is 20:02:05.
Yeah, sorry, we busy with the transaction on the 8th of November 2020 at 20:02:05.
Sila.
The one that you're referring to is the next one. There are two transactions on the 8th of November 2020. There's one at 20:02:05 and there's also one at 20:07:56. Now we're busy with the one that occurred at 20:02:05.
Kubikwa kwenzeka ngazo i-8 zika November 2020 khona 20:02:05 no 20:07:56 manje ke sila ku 20:02:05.
Yes. right? Then the next transaction is the one that you've just referred to on the 8th of November 2020 at 20:05 and 56 seconds. The
07.
yeah, 20:07:56. Now the AMA data section indicates that on the your number 060-901-16890 on 8 November 2020 at 20:07 and 56 seconds performed a USSD call type lasting 9 seconds, and the tower is 3G Queen Suite NGA.
Sniping 8 November 2020 20:07:56. Number yakho ku 0609016890 yakhombisa ke ikhombisa yona ke USSD athi ke uma ufuna ukubuka ke ubheka ukuthi lo USSD ukuthi ke usho ukuthini ke ubuka lana ke uma sibheka ku 20:07:56 ila ikhombisa khona ukuthi USSD la kuzobhala USSD kodwa uma ufuna ukwazi ukuthi uyini uzalana ke uhambe nayo ila ikhombisa khona *130*082#. Ama seconds are 9, itower 3G Queenswood NGA.
Yes. Now, to see exactly what the nature of the transaction was, which has just been interpreted to you, we look at the USSD stream, which indicates that that your number 060-901-6890 performed a mobile money transaction by inputting the values *130*082# on 8 November 2020 at 20:07:56 seconds.
Ilokhu ke bese siqeda ukusho ke manje lokufunda kwabaloyi lokuba *130*082#. Ichaza lo ya USSD ukuthi kusho ukuthini.
Now, the next transaction is on page 185. At 15:25 and 33 seconds. It's page 185. The case ID is 1031227. Still all the transactions that we are referring to form part of Exhibit DD in brackets 5E Roman figure 1 for the number 060-901-6890. Now the AMA data indicates that a USSD transaction was performed on your number 060-901-16890 6890 on 23 November 2020 at 15:25:12 and it lasted 94 seconds, and the tower is Queenswood.
Day 23 sika November 2020 isikhathi u-50:25 ama-seconds awu-12 inumber 060-9016890 USSD ukuthi-ke okuyini uhlobo-ke le-call noma-ke okwenziwa ama-seconds awu-94 itower-ke beyi-2G Queenswood NGA 1.
Now, to see what the nature of the transaction was, we go to the USSD stream, which indicates that your number 060-9016890 performed a mobile money transaction by inputting the values *130* *082#, and the date is 23 November 2020 at 15:25:33 seconds.
Lana-ke iyakhombisa ukuthi kwenziwani kahle kahle inumber u-060-9016890 kwenziwa lokho okubhalwe la i-mobile money ukuthi kwenziwani-ke u*130*082# ngeyi-23 sika November 2020 ngo-15:25:33.
Now the next transactions are found on page 181. On the 6th of November at 17:50:45. Now, the next series of transactions were performed by inputting the value *130*7467*, which does not hash, which does not require airtime to proceed.
Manje-ke lo kulandelayo-ke esizokhuluma ngako-ke ngoba manje siyobuka-ke kuyi-6 kaNovember 2020 ngo-17:50:45. Okulandelayo-ke okuzofundwa-ke kona-ke kusetshenziswe u*130*7467#, kona-ke la khona-ke ekungadingeki airtime.
Now, the AMA data section indicates that there was a USSD transaction performed on the 6th of November 2020 on your number 060-901-16890 at 17:50:45, lasting 2 seconds. The tower is 3G Queenswood NGA.
Ekukhombisa-ke la ukuthi ngalelanga leli-ke la ngeyi-6 November 2020 isikhathi u-17:50 ama-seconds awu-45 i-USSD ama-seconds awu-2 itower yakhona 3G Queenswood NGA iyona-ke inumber u-060-901-6890.
Ithwala kongadingeki airtime.
Usho umsheshisi ukuthi uma uwenza lokho, uma ufaka u*130*7467# 7467 hash. Ukwenza lokhu akudingeki airtime.
mina ngathi ukuthi ngokwazi kwami lokhu star 130 star 7467 le airtime yemshini le wayidayala le ngazi kanjalo airtime yemshini ethenga emakuleni udala lezi number mawufaka airtime yakho.
Well, according to my knowledge, my lord, this star 130 star 7467 hash, that is the airtime that you would buy from the shops, my lord, and they use the machine when you buy it from there. That is what they would put in.
ngokwazi kwami manje angazi ke lokho kusho phambi kwenkosi enkantolo ukuthi
According to my knowledge, so I don't know about what the state is alleging as to what that is called.
Yes, that's precisely as you explained.
Kungalendlela osho ngayo ke.
ingakho ke kumile manje phambi kwenkosi enkantolo ukuthi mina ngangena phone kube mhlambe ngitshela ukuthi ifoni yami yayiphethe obani yenziwani ngabe ipendulo yami engcono phambi kwenkosi enkantolo.
Hence I am maintaining, my lord, that I was not in possession of a phone. If I could be told as to who had my phone, what was being done with my phone, I would have a better answer.
ngoba phambi kwenkantolo ngicela kukhunjule futhi ukuthi mina ngangingahlala e-police station eyodwa ama-police station onke la sela fela ifoni yami uma uthi ifoni yayikini fela ihambe nami boValeria boPeter Moti Jimmy Sting Primrose fela ifoni yami ihambe nami ukuthi ifoni yayikini.
And the court should remember, my lord, or it should be known before the court, that I was kept at different police stations. So if I was in possession of the phone, then the phone was supposed to be moving with me. Jemistin, Pretoria Mood, Valeria, Primrose, it was supposed to be moving with me.
Yes. Now, to see what the nature of the transaction was, we look at the USSD stream, which indicates that your number 060-901-6890 performed a channel mobile transaction by inputting the values star 130 star 7467 hash on 6 November 2020 at 7:50 and 45 seconds.
Manje ke ukubona ke ukuthi lokhu ke noma USSD lawyer obhala lapha yana ke ukuthi usho ukuthini ukuthi ke inamba yakho eku 060 9016890 ngazo i6 ka November 2020 17:50 45 ama seconds ubhale lana ke uChannel Mobile ulwena ke ustar 130 star 7467 hash.
Now the next transaction is found on page 182 of 200. The case ID is 1031227, still part of the same exhibit. It's a transaction performed on the 9th of November 2020 at 7:59:09.
Silana ke manje nge-9 ka November 2020 ngo 7:59:09.
Now the AMA data stream indicates that your number 060-90 16890 on 9 November 2020 at 7:59:07 performed a USSD transaction lasting 3 seconds. The tower was Queenswood.
Lange 9 November 2020 17:59:07 inamba yakho 0609016890 kune USSD eyenziwa ke kuyona yathatha ama seconds awu3 itower ke eyikhombisayo noma ke eyayicosha i3G Queenswood NGA.
Now, to see what the nature of the transaction is, we go to the USSD stream on page 182, which indicates that your number 060-901-6890 perform a channel mobile transaction by inputting the values *130 *7467 hash on the 9th of November 2020 at 17:59:09.
Ukubona ke ukuthi ke yini eyenziwa ke lana uzalana ke yakhombisa ke ukuthi ngazo i9 zika September i9 zika November 2020 ngo17:59:09 inamba yakho u060-901-6890 kwenziwa ke lokubhalwe lana ke uChannel Mobile ngokuthi ke kufakwe ke u*130 *7467 hash.
Now the next transaction again on the 9th of November 2020, the AMA data shows that there was a USSD transaction on your number 060-901-6890 on 9/11/2020 at 17:59:56. The call type USSD lasting 1 second, and the tower is 3G Queenswood NGA.
Yes, lana ke ngazo i9 zika November 2020 isikhathi u17:59:56 inamba yakho eku060-901-6890 kune USSD eyenziwa ke lapho ethatha ke isecond elilodwa itower eyikhombisayo noma ke eyayicosha kwaba yi3G Queenswood NGA.
Now, to see the type of transaction, we then go to the USSD stream on page 182 of 200, case ID 1031227, still the same exhibit. It shows that your number 060-90-16890 perform a channel mobile transaction by inputting the values *130 *7467 hash. The date is 9/11/2020 at 17:59:56.
Ukubona ke ukuthi ke kahle kahle kwenziwani uzalana ke ila ekhombisa khona ukuthi ke inamba yakho u060-901-6890 ngazo i-9 zikaNovember 2020 ngo-17:59 ama-seconds awu-56 wafakwa-ke u-star 130 star 7467 hash.
Before we take the short adjournment, do you have any comments so far?
Ngaphambi-ke ukuthi-ke sithathe-ke ikhefu-ke ukhona ofisa ukusho?
Mina ngeneme ngalokho kufundwa la ngoba kwalona igama lelo shoti uthini channel mobile angicaciseki lisho ukuthini kahle kahle.
I am not satisfied with what is being read here because even the word that's written here, channel mobile, I do not understand as to what exactly it means.
Kuphinde kube lo star 130 star 7467 ngathi usukufaka airtime leso uyithenga ngomshini amabhula manje angiphenduleke la konti kwenzakala.
And now there's also the star 130 star 7467 hash. According to my knowledge, that's when you are punching airtime that would be buying from the shops. So now, to me, it's not clear as to what is happening.
Thank you. May we take the short adjournment at this point, please?
Yes, sir.
Sikhumbuze ngenzani intanto sengaphansi kwesifundoti.
Mr. Ntanzi, you mentioned when we're dealing with this transactions, star 130 7467 hash, that you buy airtime from the shops, is that correct?
Ushiloke ukuthi airtime noma ke airtime lena uthenga ezitolo zamakula noma airtime uthenga ezitolo zamakula.
Mina ngithenga ukwazi kwami.
I said according to my knowledge.
And we put it to that such transaction doesn't require airtime.
Siyakutshela ke ukuthi lokhu akuyidingi airtime. Lawyer star, amuthi sikhuluma ngalo star 130 star 7467 hash. Kuthi umshushisi ke lokhu akudingi airtime.
Mina ngasuthi umehluka la uhash la ufaka ustab usodala airtime ngoba noma mnungu ngathuma umuntu angene la eshop enza amakula athenga airtime izokubela nazo lezi number lezi.
What the difference here is a star and then there is also a hash. Even if you were to send someone now, before I carry on, my lord, the witness keeps on referring to e-shop as Amakula. So I'm just saying the shop or the tuck shop, my lord, because I don't want to use that word so that it sounds derogatory, my lord. But the witness is saying even if you were to send someone to the shops, that is now the tuck shop, and ask that person to come back with it.
As the court proceeds, my lord, before my learned colleague proceeds, before the short adjournment, Mr. Ntanzi asked two questions for the state to clarify what channel mobile transaction is and what this USSD star 180 star 7467 were. That's where we ended before the break now.
This is what we are busy with at the moment, my lord. Is it correct that this type of transaction you can buy a voucher and send it to someone else to redeem the voucher?
Ingabe kuyiqiniso yini ukuthi lo hlobo leli uma uthenga lana uyakwazi ukuthi uye store nanjengoba usho ukuthi isitolo samakulu uyothenga bese ke bakunikeza kunephepha abalikhiphayo ukuthi lelo phepha lelo usungalithumela ke umuntu asithi mhlambe kunomuntu ocelile ukuthi ucele airtime kwena ubuse uthatha iphepha lelo noma ke lokho kulelo phepha lokho phecelezi ke kuthiwa yi-voucher uyakwazi yini ukuthi ukwenze lokho umthumele umuntu lo oyicelile?
Mina airtime level ngithenga ngikhuluma ngami ngikhuluma ngomuntu ngikhuluma ngami phambi kwekade ngithi mina ukwazi kwami lo star 130 7467 star ubuse ushaya inamba leyo airtime lengiyayithenga ngisho Rustenburg.
I'm referring to myself here. I'm not referring to someone else. And I'm saying this star 130 star 7467 star. I'm referring to myself because I used to buy airtime in Rustenburg.
Yes. And what we put into it that one can buy airtime and send it to a third party to redeem, send a voucher to a third party to redeem the voucher.
Kodwa ngiyakuzwa, kodwa ke engikubuzayo noma ngikushoyo kuwena ukuthi angithi uyakwazi ukuthengela umuntu i-airtime ubese uyamthumela.
Nangaphathi neshwa akaze ngiqondane ngalokho ukuthi ngithengele umuntu i-airtime ngimse ngamthumela.
Unfortunately, I have never come across that in this instance where I would buy airtime for someone, like in this instance, and send it to
Mina
that person.
ngikhuluma ngami ngithi mina ngiyayazi mina i-airtime le kune shop lapho bengihlala khona phambi kweJarlet ishop naye kaJaba oyethwa inkulu uJaba ngithenga le airtime yangiprintela ngifaka airtime efonini yami ngiyaqeda.
I am referring to myself here. I used to buy airtime. There was a shop right in front of where I was staying. The gentleman was referred, or the person was referred as Jaba. He would then print the airtime and then I would punch it in.
Has someone ever sent you airtime voucher to redeem?
Ingabe kunomuntu yini ngaphambilini oseke wakuthumela i-airtime ukuthi wena ke uyisebenzise athumela athenge i-airtime abese yakuthumela wena? No.
Thank you. Now, regarding the issue that was raised by Mr. Ramsepil about Channel Mobile, this is what you have to explain to the court because that's what stands in the transaction against your number.
Manje ke uChannel Mobile lona ke kuloko okushiwo uyena noma bekhulunywa uyena ubaba uRamusipili ikona ke ekufanele uchaze enkantolo ngoba into lena ebhalwe eduze nenamba yakho.
I don't want these proceedings to be stop and start. Mr. Ntanzi or myself as his lawyer did not generate these documents. These documents are furnished to us by the state. Now to say, when the witness says, I do not understand this glossary or this channel mobile transaction, we say, if you, in your statement, answer it. He's not the generator of that document, my lord. It's unfair for Mr. Baloyi to say so to this witness.
My lord, we ask questions. Counsel have been at pains to point out to witness that they don't ask questions. We ask questions based on the information that appears against the number that belongs to Mr. Ntanzi. It's for him to explain the transaction. The transaction was performed on his number.
Akusiyo wena noma yena ke nanjengommeli wakho abantu abalethe amaphepha la noma iphepha lenkantolo umshushisi noma ke umbuso olethe lona ngakho ke wena ubuza kubona ukuthi ke abachazele basho ukuthi ke kuyini lokho umshushisi uma iphendula ke lokho uthi lokho kubhalwe noma kuhambelana noma kuhambisana nenamba yakho kusho ukuthi ke yinto lena eyenziwa inamba yakho ibona ke ababuza imibuzo kufanele wena ke uphendule ukuthi yini le eyenziwa khona la.
Mina phambi kosenkantolo ngangena phone.
I had no phone. There is no police officer who would arrest you and still leave you in possession of a phone. Before this court here is Bia, and upon his arrest, his phone was confiscated. Kwabeni is not amongst us, he's outside, but his phone is still with the police up to now.
Okay. Now, Mr. Ntanzi, the next transaction is on page 184. Of 200, the case ID it's 1031227, still the same exhibit. The data stream shows that your number 0609016 890 on 20/11/2020 at 12:52:04 seconds, performed a USSD transaction lasting 1 second. The tower being 2G Queen Suite NGA 1.
Nge-20 zikaNovemba 2020 inamba yakho 06090168890. Kune USSD eyenzeka ke lapho ekuyi-second elilodwa, isikhathi u-12:52 nama-seconds awu-4, itower yakhona u-2G Queenswood NGA 1.
Now, to see what the nature of the transaction was, we go to the USSD stream, page 184 of 200, as we mentioned, case ID 103-1227, which shows that your number 060-901 16890 perform a channel mobile transaction by inputting the values star 130 star 7467 hash on 20/11/2020 at 12:54:04 seconds.
Nge-20 zikaNovemba 2020 inamba yakho eku-060-901-6890. Kwenziwa ke la okubhalwe ngokwalana ke ukuthi ke u-channel mobile, ngokuthi ke kufakwe ke u-star 130 star 7467 hash. Lokho kwenzeka ngazo i-20 zikaNovemba 2020 ngo-12:52:04.
Do you have any comment?
Kukhona ongakusho?
Mina into engayiphendula phambi kosenkantolo ngoba namanje ngiyasho ifoni nangangena foni mina.
There's nothing that I can respond to before this court. I still maintain that I had no phone.
Ngoba mangithi mangicela ukucaciseleka ezinye izinto la bengathi phambi kwakatolo ngenza iphutha.
And when I request for certain things to be explained to me, it's now like now before this court now I am making a mistake.
Yes, what do you mean, Mr. Ntanzi?
Usho ukuthini baba Ntanzi?
Khona manje akade ngicela phambi kwakho la ukuthi ngicela ungicacisele la ukuthi leli gama lisho ukuthini kuba ngathi manje phambi kwakatolo mina ngihamba ngihloniphe ngendlela ophendule ngayo.
For an example, I requested here for this word to be explained to me as to what it means. Now it appears now that I'm now being disrespectful before this court.
Yes.
In the manner in which you are responding.
No one said that, Mr. Ntanzi. All that we said is this information, the transactions appear against your number, and that you should be the one explaining. But the fact of the matter is that these transactions are the type of transactions where a voucher is purchased and the voucher is sent to another person, and the voucher can then be redeemed. That is in essence the nature of the transaction.
Manje bayisho ukuthi akekho okushilo lokho esikushoyo ke noma ke uthi akushilo yena ke ukuthi le mininingwane ebhalwe la ibhalwe kwinamba yakho noma ke ihambisana naloko okubhalwe kwinamba yakho. Ngakho ke kufanele ukuthi kube wena ke umuntu ochazayo ukuthi ke ikuyini lokho ngoba kubhalwe kwinamba yakho. kodwa-ke uma sesikusho noma sikuchazela-ke ukuthi okushiwo yiloku ukuthi-ke ila ekuthengwe khona-ke i-airtime noma-ke phecelezi-ke i-voucher ibese iyathathwa-ke ithunyelwa komunye umuntu, loyo muntu-ke abe uyayisebenzisa. Yiloko okushiwo ilona leli gama leli othi-ke awubizwa.
Do you understand that, Mr. Ntanzi?
Ngabe uyakuzwa lokho yini?
Mina ngishilo phambi kwakho ngathi angeneme ngalezi zinto kodwa ngiyaqhubeka phela phambi kwakho nangeneme ake noma nawe ngibuza ezinye izinto khona phela ngenesekhola kahle ngempendulo.
I am not satisfied by some of these, but you can proceed. But there are certain things that I am not satisfied with.
Now, if we can look at the last recharges that appear on page 179. And this work on the same basis as the previous recharges, where a voucher is converted into airtime.
Masibuka lana ke ku 179 ke nalana ke kusebenza ngokufanayo ke naloko ngidlulile ebese kubukeleke ila khona ekuthengwa khona ke i-voucher ibe isiyathathwa ke leyo voucher leyo ishintshelwa noma iguqulelwa ku airtime.
The values are *130 *3621 hash.
Okay, iloko okubhalela *130 *3621 hash.
Now, as we mentioned, page 179 of 200, the case ID is 1031227. Now, the AMA data stream shows that your number on 06090168990 on the 25th of October 2020 at 1700 hours and 31 seconds performed a USSD transaction with 0 duration, and the tower is 3G Queenswood NGA.
Ifundeka ngalendlela ke izona i25 25 October 2020 isikhathi u1700 nama seconds awu 31 nayike kuyakhombisa ke USSD ama seconds u0 itower ekhombisayo noma ke ixashile u3G Queenswood NGA.
170031
yes.
elokubona
Right.
Just a moment. Yes. Okay.
Now, to see what the nature of the transaction was, we go to the USSD stream.
Sizalana ke ukubona ukuthi loya USSD obhalwe lapha yana ke ukuthi kwakwenziwani sizala.
Page 179 of 200 with case number ID 1031227, still on the same exhibit, shows that your number 06090116890 performed a shared phone transaction by inputting the values *130 *3621 hash on 25 October 2020 at 1700 hours and 31 seconds.
Ngazo i-25 zika October 2020 yakhombisa ke ukuthi libumbene lesihlanu ihora nama seconds awu 21. Inamba yakho eku 060 901 6890 kwenziwa ke lokhu okubhalwe lana ke u-shared phone ngokuthi ke ufakwe ke u-star 130 star 3621 hash.
Do you have any comments?
Ngabe khona ufisa ukusho?
Mina angwazi lo star 130 3621 angwazi usho kuthini.
I don't know what the star 130 star 3621 hash means.
Yes, as we've explained, that it's a way of purchasing airtime via a voucher.
Nanjengoba bese sishilo ke ukuthi indlela ke yokuthenga i-airtime usebenzisa ke i-voucher.
Sekusho wena noma bekusho mina kuqaleni.
Yes.
Awuphinde futhi.
Angithentola yimi ngithengazi lokho mina ongaphezulu. Yena obekubize ngenye indlela ngathi mina engikwazi ukuthi lo star 1711 usukufaka airtime manje umshushu seyajika futhi nama usesebenzisa negama lelo akasebenzise igama libize kimi eqaleni.
So that is what you are saying now, and it is not what you had said to me previously, because that's what I said earlier on, that when we were referring to the star 130 star 3 or 746 hash, that is what I said. So now you are using a different word now. It's 74667 hash.
Yeah,
yes.
7467.
Yeah.
Yimi ngisho that phambi kwekatolo mina ngazi ukuthi usuke uthenga i-airtime le udala izinamba lezo uyihamba ndawonye. That is what
I had earlier on said. When you go to the tuck shop and buy the airtime, and then in other words, you then punch it in. But previously you had used a different word. What is now confusing to me is that is now you are making mention of this number star 130 star 3621 hash. You are now not referring to it in the way you were referring to it before.
Hence
I am saying, my lord, I don't know where to respond now, because the state would read something when I have to respond to that, and now you are putting it differently.
Mr. Ntanzi, we said these next transactions work in the same way as the previous transactions that we did before these ones, namely that you, as you pointed out, you can buy airtime and send it to a third party in the form of a voucher for the third party to redeem the voucher.
Iloko ke sekushilo ngaphambi kokuthi siqaleke ngako lokho ukuthi lokhu ke kusebenza ngendlela eyodwa ke naloko okudlukile ebesukwenza ukuthi ke uyakwazi ukuthi uthenge i-airtime ubese uyithumela komunye umuntu ukuthi ke ayisebenzise leyo airtime leyo noma ke uyisebenzisa phecelezi ke ingalendlela ye-voucher.
Okay.
Iloko sekushilo.
Now,
uyithenga ngefoni straight ifoni yakho noma
is it are you purchasing it using your phone directly or?
Yes, but Mr. Ntanzi, you said you can purchase airtime at the shops.
Ushilo wathi ke ama-airtime uyakwazi ukuthi uwathenge ey'tolo.
Is that not what you said?
Sibona ukushilo lokho ukuthi i-airtime uyayithenga esitolo.
mina ngithe phambi kwekhoti ngiyaphinda lo le star 180 star 7467 usuku uthenga i-airtime wena muntu eshop leza makule nomshini udayare ufake efonini yakho manje mina lapha sikhuluma ngayo sikhuluma manje mina into ekhunywa ngosinomehlumanele ngentokela baba uJonas.
What I said was that when we were referring to the star 130 star 7467 hash, what I said is you go to the shop, the tuck shop, you buy the airtime, you then punch it in. But now what is confusing to me now, the manner in which it is now interpreted to me now, it is different.
Yes. What we put it to Mr. Ntanzi is that you can also purchase airtime for the third party and send a voucher for the third party to redeem the voucher.
Manje ke esikushoyo la angithi manje sila ku 3621 hash ne ukuthi lana ke uyayithenga wena i-airtime usuyithengela omunye umuntu ukuthi usuyithengile uyithumele kuyena
ejela wekho amankulu masa ngithi uthomshushe simanga ngena phone mina ngamtshela ngangena phone amajela wekho amankulu athengisa airtime.
There are no tuck shops in prison, my lord. As I have put it or said it to the state that I buy airtime.
Yes.
So there are no tuck shops.
akusho kodwa ukhona umuntu wathenga airtime wayifaka or wayithenga wenzani ngefoni yami odezwa ngithi ngaphambi kokuthi ifoni yami icela ukutshela ukuthi kahle kahle yayingacishwanga khunye nje iqiniso ngavele bimihambi ingacishwanga phambi mayithathu.
The truth should just be told that because when my phone was confiscated from me, my phone was not switched off.
Yes, thank you. Moving along. On 20 November 2020.
Sorry, Mr. Baloy, or should I just say it like this, my lord? Mr. Ntanzi said, ejela wekho amakula, or should I just say, my lord, there are no foreign national shops in prison. I just want to put it the way he said it.
There's another thing that Mr. Ntanzi said. I think he said somebody was using my phone. Somebody was using my phone, and I think that was missed out in interpretation.
I didn't hear him. When did he say that?
No, he said it.
I didn't hear him. I did not do it deliberately. I did not hear him.
Yeah, no, that's the reason why I'm standing up to correct that. That was also not. That was also misinterpretation.
yebo ngishilo ngathi ifoni le yayingekho ke mokusho khona vele kimi ihambe engavalwanga ngisho kodwa lapha yayikhona yayisetshenziswa.
I said, my lord, that I did not have my phone, or it was not in my possession when it was confiscated from me. It was not switched off, which means that it was used.
But we're just going to show, just to deviate from the transaction, we're going to refer to a transaction on 30 November 2018.
Same page.
That we'll give you. That has got the same values as the ones that we are busy with. The ones of yesterday, namely *120 *3279 hash that we dealt with yesterday. It's again exhibit DD5E Roman figure 1. Case ID is 103 1215, page 103 of 161, which indicates that your number 060-901-6890 on 30 November 2018 at 12:48:35 performed a USSD transaction that took a second. The tower is Western Platinum NGA.
Ngey-30 zikaNovember 2018, isikhathi u-12:48, ama-seconds awu-35. Inumber yakho eku-060-901-6890. kwenziwa ke lokho kubizwa la ngokuthi ke USSD ekwakuyi-second elilodwa. Itower yakhona ke 3G Western Platinum NGA.
Now, to look at the nature of the transaction.
Where is this?
Where's it? Ikuphi tower le mhlambi?
Where is this tower, Western Platinum NGA?
Well, the information is there, Mr. Ntanzi. Don't you know, is it not where you work?
Asibona la osebenza khona la.
Is it not the area where you worked?
Akusiyona le indawo le osebenza kuyona.
Mina mathawa Rustenburg ngasiyabhala impala engwaziyo.
The towers that I know of Rustenburg are written in Impala.
Mangifika edrobheni yachi so but Rustenburg town lisibhala igrada Mbeki, Mandela, straight line ngazi kanjalo.
And then when you get to town, it then changes. It would write Mbeki, Mandela. That's how I know it.
Now, the nature of the transaction shows that your number 060-901-6890. It says the nature of the transaction, pattern meshed. The values *120 *3279 hash was were input, and that was on the 30th of November 2018 at 12:48:35.
Lana ke isiyachaza ke ichaza manje lo USSD ulana ke yazo i-30 sika November 2018 isikhathi 12:48:35 isona leso yona date bisiyabhala ke laphana ke ukuthi ke u-pattern match la ukuthi ke kwasetshenziswa yona ke i-pattern iyona inumber u-060-901-6890. Uma sechazwa u-USSD lona ke nangu uchazwa la u*120 *3279 hash.
Kosenkantolo lapha kule in Western Platinum angekhumbule ngiya Rustenburg kodwa mina ngilapha ePitoli ema-Pro Station, so imayibiza bo Rustenburg Platinum ibihamba nobani phone nami lapha ePitoli.
My lord, when it now makes a reference or it refers to Western Platinum, I do not remember or recall going to Rustenburg because I was here in Pretoria. Yet here now it refers to Western Platinum.
No, we refer to the date. This is before your arrest. You were arrested on 16 June 2020. That's the 2018 transaction.
30 November 2018.
Before your arrest.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Now, we are seeing, yesterday we went through certain transactions that involve the input of the same value *120 3279 hash, and these were transactions performed on 18 October 2020, two transactions on 18 October 2020. This appear on page 178. Then a transaction of 25 October 2020 on page 179. Then transactions of the 14th of October 2020 at 16:59:44.
Okay, just check on that.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, the last one after the 25th of October, the last one.
14 November 2020 at 16:59:44. The one of 25 October 2020 at 16:26:56. It's on page 179.
26:56. Yes. Yes.
The previous ones of 18 October are on page 178. The first one, 18 October 2020, was at 22:16:13.
13.
Yeah, 22:16:13.
Yes.
Then the second one was 18 October 2020 at 22:17:40.
Yes.
Where you had to use the same feature as the one in 2018.
Izolo sikhulumile ke nawe sikukhombisa ke yena ke lo star noma sikhuluma nawe ngaye ke lo star 120 star 3279 hash. Uma singakhumbuza ke sikhulume nge-18 zika October 2020 page 178 isikhathi ku 16:22:13 page beku 178 sakhuluma ke nge-25 zika October 2020 isikhathi u 16:26:36 yodwa ke ku page 179 nange-14 zika November 2020 16:59 nama seconds awu 44 isikhathi.
Then again, using the same feature on transactions of 14 November 2020 at 16:59:44. Again, 14 November 2020 at 17:40 seconds.
17.
This appear on page 183.
Saphinde futhi ke sakhuluma nangazo futhi i-14 zika November 2020 isikhathi ke ku 1700 ama seconds awu 40 upage u183.
And again on 21 November 2020 at 18:42:21. 18:42:21, page 184. 21 November 2020 at 19:09:10, also on page 184. 21/11/2020 at 19:09:45, also on page 184.
1901.
19:09:45. The previous one was 19:09:10. Also on 21/11/2020, 19:15:02. Also on page 184. Also on 21 November 2020, 19:15:02. Also on page 184. 21/11/2020 at 19:16 and 19 seconds. Also on page 184. 21 November 2020 at 19:32. Also on page 184. 22/11/2020 at 19:07:08 on page 185. What is your comment? On these dates that we've just put to you, you use the same features as the features that you use in 2018, November 2018.
Kulama date ke ngizowabiza ke manje ngizowasho ke sigcineke la kuyi-14 zika November 2020 ngo-16:49:44. Emva kwalokho ke kwase kuba izona i-14 November 2020 isikhathi u-1700 nama seconds awu-40 ku page 183. 21 November 2020 isikhathi u-18:42 ama seconds awu-21 ku page 184. 21 November 2020 ngo-19:01:10. 21 November 2020 ngo-19:09:44 isikhathi. 20 November 2020 isikhathi 19:15:02 page 84. 21 November 2020 19:15:02 page 84. ngazo futhi 21 November 2020, 1916-19 isikhathi page A184, 21 November 2020 isikhathi 19-19-32 ama-seconds page 184, futhi ke 22 November 2020, 1907-02 isikhathi. Manje ke lama dates owanikwayo ke uthi umshushisi ke uthini ke ukuyiphendulela noma ukuphendula ke mabekutshela ke bethi kuwena bona ukuthi lo la kulama data washiwo wenza into eyodwa ke ekuyiyona le eyenziwa la ngazo i-30 kuNovember 2018 ukuthi lo yona ke le *120*3279# lokho kwenzela ikona ke owakwenza nakulama date la ofeda ukwana umshushisi aqeda ukwasho manje.
Mina ngiphendula ngane inkosi enkantolo ngathi mina angisiyo umuntu wakwaVodacom.
But I can tell the court is that I am not from Vodacom.
Ngoba angiyazi lento etho kusho ukuthini into engiyiphendulileyo i1 la phambi kwenkosi enkantolo engikwaziyo lokho ukuthi usuke ufake etime okunye angikwazi.
That I am not from Vodacom. I do not know what this means. That which is written here, I don't know what it means. The only thing that I said, which I answered here, is that when you are doing this, this is what this is what you'd be doing, or this is what it means to be doing this, which I explained.
*11*082 mina ngikwazi usho ukuthini.
Just like here, there is *111*082#. I don't know what that means.
Can you confirm that in 2018 that was your number? In fact, that is your evidence that you acquired the number in 2018. Was it your number as well as the SIM card number that appeared there?
Ukushilo ke kubufakazi bakho ukuthi ke inumber lena wayithola ngo-2018, so usungaqinisekisa ke ukuthi ke yona ke inumber lena owayisebenzisa ke kanye futhi ne-SIM card ngo-2018.
Nkosi enkantolo azange ngiphike nazange ngiphike na.
My Lord, I never denied that. I never denied the number.
La manje ngiphambo kwakho ngeke ngikwazi ukuthi inkosi enkantolo ngayihlaziyela izinto zaVodacom engazazi ukuthi zisho ukuthini.
Even now, before this court, my Lord, there is no way I will be able to analyze Vodacom stuff, which I don't know as to what they mean.
Ngoba nomshushisi phambi kwenkantolo ngiyabuza ukuthi lokho kusho ukuthini angeneliseki ngempendulo yakhe ayibhekisa kimi.
Because even now, I do ask for clarity from the state as to what this means, and I'm not satisfied with the answer that I'm getting.
And you confirm that the number was also using the device, the IMEI number, the email number that appears there, 353-9600-427-9894.
So, Judge, we are reading from which page? The 94 IME. Which page are you reading from, Judge? So the question is, are you confirming that the device was using this IMEI number?
Yes.
Ukuthi ke umakhalekhukhwini lo owumsebenzisa ke uyavuma ke ukuthi kwakuyiyona inamba kunale number ke abayibiza ukuthi IMEI number ukuthi kwakuyiyona ke le u35329108509889.
Ngiphinde phambi kwenkosi enkantolo. Nkosi enkantolo, mina inamba ngenqa phambi kwecourt.
I repeat, my Lord, I am not disputing the number before the court.
Lezi number lezi ibalana eza 35-32-91-080 angizazi nangekhanda ngoba angangasithi number iphela inamba engiyazi ngekhanda ilene yami ka16890.
The number that has been read out now, my Lord, the IMEI number, it is not a number that I would know, that I know from the top of my head, because that's not a number that I put my mind on. But the number that I knew from the top of my head is the 060-080-1 06090168890 number.
njengazo lezi namba phambi kwenkosi enkantolo mangiqala ukuzizwa ecourt ukuthi lena yini igama layo lena yini igama layo angazazi mina.
The witness pointing to the IMZI number, even these numbers, I first heard about them when they were read out here in court as to what is the name of this one and what is the name of this one.
Now, who performed that transaction that we've just referred to in November 2018?
Manje ke kuloko ke esiphatha ukubuza ngako ke kwaNovember 2018 ubani ke owenza lokho ukuthi ke ngoNovember ngale date 2018 nge-30 zikaNovember ngalesikhathi 12:48:35 ubani ke owenza lokho okubhaliwe la naku ubhaliwe la.
Ingakho ngiphinda phambi kwenkosi enkantolo kuzoba nzima ukuthi ngiphendule za Vodacom.
Hence, I am saying before this court, my lord, that it would be difficult for me to respond with regards to Vodacom stuff.
Yes.
Or things.
Now, just furthermore to demonstrate what the features that we're busy with, that you use them or were used on your phone previously, the *130*362 *3621#. The AMA data stream indicate that your number 06090168890 on 4 August 2018. This is now before your arrest. 4 August 2018 at 09:18:42. Perform a USSD that lasted 1 second, and the tower is Western Platinum NGA.
Lana ke kungeyi-4 zika-August 2018 kwangaphambi kokuboshwa kwakho isikhathi u-09:18:42 inamba yakho u-06090168890 kune-USSD eyenziwa ke lapho ekwakuyi-second elilodwa itower u-2G Western Platinum NGA 3.
Now we go to the USSD stream to see what type of transaction was performed, which indicates that your number 06090168890 perform a shared phone transaction. This is what we've just been through now. Shared phone transaction by inputting the values *130*3621# on 4 August 2018 at 09:18:42.
Okay. Masifuna ubuka ke noma ubheka ke ukuthi ke lo USSD obhalwe la ukuthi ke ushuthini ke sizoza la inamba yakho 0609016890 ngazo i4 August 2018 isikhathi u1918 09:18:42 makhulunywa ke ngo-shared phone yilokhu ke esiqeda ukukhuluma ngako kufakwa ke u*130*3621# ngeyi-4 zika-August 2018.
So uthini nabini shared one.
Okay, the witness just is asking about the shared phone.
Yes, this is what we have seen, that this is the same transaction that was performed.
Into ke esibonile ke ukuthi ke okwakwenziwe ke ngaphambili kusho ukuthi ke ayikuqala akuqali ukwenzeka.
On the 25th of October 2020 at 1700 hours and 31 seconds, we've been through this transaction, but we'll go through it again.
bese kufundileke lokho kodwa sizophinda ke futhi ukuthi njengoba kubhaliwe ukuthi kwenziwa lokho ngazo i4 zika August 2018 isikhathi 09/1842 nange i25 zika August 25 zika October 2020 sizophinda futhi ke sikufunde.
It's page 179 of 200, case ID 103-1227, the number 060-901-16890. Perform a shared phone transaction by inputting the values *130 *3621 hash on 25 October 2020 at 1700 hours and 31 seconds.
Uqinisekisa umzana Ntanzi ukuthi ukuzwa kahle lokho. Uyabona la i-date. Sorry, let's go. Yi4 zika August 2018 isikhathi 09/1842 uyabona? Yes. Umshushisi uthi ke lokhu kwenziwa ngo4 zika August 2018 ngalesikhathi lesi. Kwenziwa ke futhi nge25 ku-October 2020 isikhathi 17:00 nama-seconds awu-21 nayo yake iyasho laphayana *130 *3621 hash. Kwenziwa ngo-October ka-2020, kwenziwa nango-August ka-2018.
Mina ngakuthi ngithi phambi kosenkantolo kuzoba nzima ukuthi ngiphendule izinto engingazaza kwa-Vodacom ukuthi lena isho ukuthini lena imelele ukuthini.
Hence, I am saying before the court, my lord, that it will be difficult for me to respond on Vodacom-related matters and say that this means this and this is the meaning of this.
We also gave you the tower information, which was Queenswood, on this transaction.
Of
25 October 2020.
ukuthi kulena ke yange 25 zika October 2020 itower yakhona kwakuyi Queenswood.
Kusenkantolo kangena phone.
My lord, I had no phone.
Yes, but in 2018 you did have a phone, is that not so?
Kodwa ke ngo-2018 ifoni wawunayo.
Mina ngikuphike phambi kosenkantolo.
I am not denying that or disputing that before the court.
Into engayazi lezo ongibuza zona labo staba libayo ukuthi lezo ngeke ngizengikwazi ukusiphendula phambi kosenkantolo ngoba angizazi zisho ukuthini.
What I don't know, it's what the state is mentioning to me, the star what. I won't be able to mention that and say what does it mean.
Now again, on the ARMA data stream shows that again on 4 August 2018 the number 060-901-6890 on 4 August 2018 at 11:37:47 performed a USSD transaction lasting 7 minutes. The tower was Western Platinum NGA3. Yes.
Okay. Lange 4 zika August 2018 isikhathi 11:37:47 number 0609016890. Kune USSD eyenziwa ke lapho eyathatha ama seconds awu7. Itower ke evelayo ke lapha u2G Western Platinum NGA3.
Now, to determine the nature of the transaction, we look at the USSD stream, which indicates that your number 060-901-16890 transaction pattern matched and the values *120 *3279 hash were input on the 4th of August 2018 at 11:37:47.
Lana ke uma sibuka ke ukuthi ke loya USSD kusho ukuthini ke noma kwenziwani nanguke nayi date 4/08/2018 11:37:47 inamba yakho 0609016890 lo khombisa ke lapha *120 *3279 hash.
What is your comment?
Kubhaliwe ke futhi basibhala futhi ke no pattern match. Uthini ke lokho?
Mina ngishilo phambi konke ngiyakwazi ukuphendula izinto za Vodacom engazazi ukuthi imele ini.
I said it before the court that I won't be able to respond to Vodacom related matters as to what they mean.
Yes. And you were using the number and the device at the time.
Wena owawusebenzisa inamba kanye nawo umakhalekhukhwini uqobo ngaleso sikhathi leso.
Ngasiphi isikhathi 21
Referring to which
2018.
2018.
Because ngikadona ifona zange ngiphike phambi konke.
My Lord, I never denied the phone before the court.
Futhi azange ngiphike inamba yami phambi kwenkosi enkantolo.
And I also never denied my number before the court.
Mina into engipha phambi kwenkosi enkantolo ngithi June 16 mangiboshwe ifoni yami yathathwa amafoni amayi2.
What I am saying before this court, my Lord, is that on the 16th of June, when on the day of my arrest, 2 of my phones were confiscated.
Ukuthi ifoni lapha yayikhona emaphoyiseni yayenzwani mina ngazi ayikho into engayiphendula.
As to what was being done with my phone or with the phone where it was with the police, I know nothing. There's nothing I can respond to.
The phone also had a pattern in 2018, is that correct?
Nango 2018 iphone lena ine pattern angithi.
Yebo.
Yes.
Now the next transaction is from the Armor stream indicates that your number 06090168890 on 5 August 2018. The time is 2016-18. Call type is USSD, lasting 103 seconds. The tower is 2G Marana NGA3.
Sisegena ke u2018 inamba 0609016890 nge5 sika August ngo2018 isikhathi u2016 ama seconds awu18 ukuthi ke uhlobo lunike noma call type USSD ama seconds u103 itower 2G Marana NGA3.
Kumba lokho bathe icourt kumele
USSD ngithi kufanele asinike enye page leya izosikhombisa ukuthi ustar bani noma ustar bani. Kufanele asinike enye page sizobona lokho senze. Asibuke le date 5 August 2018 sibheke la. 5 August 2018 isikhathi 2016-18 nasi 2016-18 masibuka ke lo USSD ukuthi usho ukuthini *120 *3279 hash.
Ngiyabona nkosi enkantolo umele uthini mina ngazi ngezinto za Vodacom.
I see it, my Lord, but what does it stand for? I know nothing about Vodacom matters.
The last previous transaction that we wish to refer to in 2018, the Armor stream indicates that your number 06090168890 16890 on 5 August 2018 at 20:18:51 seconds with a call type USSD lasting 9 seconds, with the tower being 2G Marikana NGA 3.
E5 zika-August 2018 isikhathi nama-seconds awu-51 e-USSD, inamba 0609016890, itower 2G Marikana NGA 3.
To see now the type of transaction that was performed. The USSD stream indicates that your number 0609016890, the transaction is pattern matched, and the values that were entered is *120 *3279 hash on the 5th of August 2018 at 20:18:51.
Ukukhombisa-ke ukuthi-ke u-USSD loyana-ke ushoni ngazo i-5 ka-August 2018, isikhathi u-2018, ama-seconds awu-51, inamba u-060 901 6890, ukuthi-ke kwafakwa-ke lapha u-star 120 star 3279 hash.
Do you have any comment?
Kukhona ongakusho?
Namanje kusakhuluma i-answer yakho mangisenkantolo ukuthi mina ayikho into engayiphendula ngeDavodacom engayazi mina ukuthi isho ukuthini.
I still maintain the same answer before the court, my lord, that there's nothing that I can respond to with regards to Vodacom, not knowing as to what is meant by that.
And that Marikana Tower is in the vicinity of where you were staying, is that correct?
Itower leyana-ke iyasemarikana ila ohlala ngakhona.
Bakuhlala uThelezi eMarikana.
Utelezi is the one that resided in Marikana,
No shoes.
as well as Shoes.
Lapha engafikela khona mangqala nje kuyeRustenburg.
That is where I went when I went to when I first arrived in Rustenburg. That is where I went.
And you said that was in 2018?
Kongo 2018.
Mina mangifika eMarikana.
Yes.
That's not true. That's when I arrived in Marikana.
Yes, which year was that?
Kwakunguphi unyaka?
Mina eMarikana ngifika 2016.
I arrived in Marikana in 2016.
But did you visit shoes did you visit at Marikana?
Ngabe wawuvakasha yini eMarikana?
Ngisekuphi-ke? Carletonville, Impala.
When I was where? Carletonville, Impala.
Regardless of where you were, Mr. Ntanzi, did you visit Marikana area?
Ukuthi-ke wawukuphi mnumzane uNtanzi akukho emqoka lokho, kodwa akumbuzo uthi ngabe wawuvakasha yini eMarikana?
Kusenkantolo eMarikana bengiya ngama-weekend mawutangisebenzi.
I used to go to Marikana, my lord, on weekends when I was not on duty.
Phela laba abantu bengihlala abadala-ke ngobhuti bengihlalela nje nabo.
The gentlemen that I was residing with, elderly gentlemen, they were older than me, so I was just staying with them.
And where is Vonderkop?
Vonderkop ikuphi yona?
Indawo eyi-1 le.
It's the same place.
Vonderkop eMarikana kubizwa ngegama endlela ofuna ngayo.
Vonderkop, Marikana, you just refer to it in whichever way you like.
So God, please, Malota, is just before the long adjournment. Can we take the long adjournment at this point?
as a matter of interest, I'm a chief at Marana for my family in the Bone. Yes, Mr. Badoy.
Just waiting for Mr. Mtanzi.
Okay.
Mzansi usengaphathwa esunguluthi.
Mr. Mtanzi, we're still looking at the past transactions of a similar nature. The last transaction that we want to refer to, according to the AMA data, on 18 May 2020, just a few days before your arrest, the number 06090168890 on 18/05/2020 at 08:45:44 performed a USSD call type that lasted 0 seconds, and the tower was Kohlokolo, UNKZN.
Mnumzana Mtanzi, kwakunge-18 zikaMeyi 2020. Kwakungamalanga njena-ke ambalwa-ke ngaphambi kokuthi uboshwe isikhathi-ke unama imbili igameko lana 08:45:44 00:04:45. Itower-ke eyitshengisayo laphayana or i-USSD is ema-second-ke awekho noma-ke iqanda eliboniswayo laphayana u-3G Kohlokolo U9KZN nge-18 zikaMeyi 2020.
Right. Now, to look at the type of transactions or transaction that was performed, we look at the USSD stream, which shows that your number 060-901-6890 performed a pattern match by inputting the values *120*3279#. This was on 18/05/2020. The time is 08:45:44.
Lana-ke iyasichazela-ke ukuthi-ke loya USSD ukuthi bakwenziwani-ke. Nayi-ke i-date 18 May 2020, isikhathi 18:45:44, inumber 060-901-6890, ikhulumakelana ngayo iphethini-ke yawo umakhalekhukhwini ibese iyasho-ke ukuthi i-USSD lona u-star 120 star 3279 hash.
What is your comment?
Uthini?
Mina nkosekatela kokho ngakuphendula ngoba angikwazi star 120 star 3279 ukuthi imelele yini.
There's nothing I can comment, my lord, because I don't know what the star 120 star 3279 hash stands for.
Ngoba nje ngikhona lapha eKatolo nayizolo ngizwe kuthiwa mina phambi kweKatolo ustar 130 7467 bathi mina ngangithenga airtime bank for capital.
Because even in court yesterday, my lord, it was alleged that with regards to star 130 star 7467 hash that I was buying airtime through Capitec. I even asked whether is there anywhere where it indicates that I was buying airtime, and then I was told no.
Today mina ngitshela icourt ukuthi lento lo wanto star 130 star 7467 yito yokufaka airtime awuthenga airtime emakuleni manje sengimamele izinto eziyithupha ngokuqasekatona.
Because today I am informing the court that the star 130 star 7467 is when you have bought airtime from the tuck shop and you are now putting that airtime, but now in court I'm told something different. Now I'm listening to different things.
Did you not perform this transaction that we just referred to?
Lokho eshiqeda ukukhombisa kona manje awuzange ukwenze.
Angikwazi ukuthi ngiyade ngikubize ngegama ukuthi kini.
I don't know what it is. I cannot refer to it by name as to what it is.
Ingakho nje ufike ngoba ngangitshela icourt ukuthi star 130 7467 bengitshela ukuthi mina thonga ngithenga airtime bank. Namhlanje bema ngiveza ukuthi into akusiye airtime ase bank yokuthenga airtime yomshini yasemakuleni. Usekuphinde futhi manje icourt awusayitshela icourt ukuthi hayi usuyibone imali eqaleni bongitshela ukuthi mina lento leyo yokuthenga airtime bank.
That is why I said that the star 130 star 7467 hash, it's when you buy airtime at the tuck shop. But here in court, I was told that exercise star 130 star 7467 hash, it's when you buy airtime through the bank. But today you are not telling the court that no, now there's something different that you are saying. Hence I'm saying, my lord, that certain things are confusing to me, because today I'll be told this, tomorrow I'll be told something different. I don't know.
Yesterday we touched on the people on your contact lists, and amongst others there's contact number 149 saved as Gogo. Do you remember?
Izolo ke sikhulume ngabantu ke ababhaliwe noma ke phecelezi ke lokubizwa ngokuthi ke ama contact list. Kukhona ke obhalwe ku number 149 igama ubhalwe uGogo. Uyakhumbula? Yes.
With the number 060 I'm sorry, 82412. I'll repeat the number. 060682412.
Zero 60682
412.
ngale number u 060 682 412.
Yes. Do you remember that contact on your contact list?
Ngabe usayikhumbula ke le contact lena ke kumagama ke abhaliwe akhona efonini yakho?
Yebo ngiyakhumbula.
Yes, I remember it. Yebo.
Kodwa lezi numbers zingaze u9 mase.
But these are 9 numbers.
Sorry, it's 066 060682412.
Okay, 066 0682412.
You testify that that's the number that belongs to the contact that you saved as Gogo, is that correct?
Shilo ukuthi inamba leyana ke inamba ke yaloyo obhalwe lapha nanjengogogo angithi.
Yebo.
Yes.
We just want to show you the extract from the AMA stream. It's page 72 of 301. The case ID is 1031224. Still part of exhibit double D 5E Roman figure 1, which indicate that the number 06090168990 on the same date as the previous transaction, namely 18/05/2020 at 00:04:45 seconds, received an incoming call, an MTC lasting 83 seconds from the number that you say is Gogo's number, 066 0682412. The tower name is Kohlokolo U9 KZN.
Lana ke ngazo 18 zika May 2020 isikhathi u00:04:45 lana ke ucingo olwatholwa ile number 060990168990 lubuya ke kwinumber lena u0660682412. Yona ke inamba le ebhalwe ngogogo, itower ebhaliwe u3G Kohlokolo U9 KZN.
Yebo ngiyabona.
Yes, I see it.
I'm sorry.
Judge, I'm told Judge Musupa wants to see me.
What's that?
I'm told Judge Musupa wants to see me outside.
Yeah, you can go.
Apparently,
Apologies for the delay, my lord.
Mr. Ntanzi, you'll see that that call from Ugogo was received on the same day, namely 18 May 2020, on the same day as the subsequent recharge.
Mawubuka mnumzana Ntanzi. Ucingo lolu olubuya kuyena ugogo.
Airtime recharge.
Kwenzeka ngelanga elilodwa nangelanga leli okwafakwa ngalo i-airtime. Ilanga elilodwa i-18 May 2020 u-18 May 2020. Umehluko usesikhathini. So uthi ke umshushisi ucingo lolu olubuya kugogo ngalelanga ngalo ilanga leli futhi ke ngalesikhathi kwafakwa u-airtime.
USSD stock for airtime.
So by USSD, that's when airtime is being recharged.
Yes, we've been through that exercise, Mr. Ntanzi.
Yebo bese ushilo lokho ngaphambilini mnumzana Ntanzi.
Yebo ngiyakuzwa.
Yes, I hear you.
Do you have any comment?
Kukhona ongakusho?
Kusenkantolo akukho engingakusho mina ngoba inamba kaze ngiyiphike ibhalwe ithi gogo ngaphela ngathi mina ngisakhumbula eyagogo lo ozalo mama kodwa bona ngesikhathi esabangifanele ngaso okusho kodwa ngangifanele zingane mhlawumbe ugogo wayegula baba kumuntu we-high blood.
My lord, I never denied or disputed the number. I did say that it was Gogo's number, but I also said that I don't know whether it is the Gogo that is now my mother's biological mother. But when I'm looking at the time when the call was received, I can say that it was the children because maybe Gogo was ill because she was someone that was suffering from high blood. Diabetes as well as high blood.
Okay. Can we now get back to the transactions that we're busy with the feature *130 *3 361 hash. We've gone through the one of the 25th of October 2020 at 1700 hours and 31 seconds. The next one is 20 November 2020 at 12:53 and 22 seconds. This we see on page 184. Of the USS stream. The armor stream indicates that your number 06090168890 on 20/11/2020 at 12:53 and 22 seconds performed a USSD transaction lasting 1 second with the tower being 2G Queensuit NGA1.
Date is 20 November 2020, isikhathi 12:53 ama-seconds awu-22, number 0609016890. Iyakhombisa-ke u-USSD lokhu aqeda ukusho-ke ukuthi-ke lokhu kusho ukuthi-ke kufakwa airtime. Itower 2G Queensuit NGA1 kwakuyi-second elilodwa.
Now, to look at the type of transaction that was performed, we look at the USSD stream, which indicate that the number 06090168890 performed a shared phone transaction by inputting the values *130 *3621 hash, and the date is 20/11/2020 at 12:53 and 22 seconds.
In number 06090168890, lazo 20 November 2020 isikhathi 12:53:22 balweke laphana ke uku-shared phone uma ikhombisa ke isho ke ukuthi u-USSD loyana ke kwakwenziwani, ithi *130 *3621 hash.
Phambi kwenkosi enkantolo lokhu sikuqhathanisa nalokhu.
Lokhu sikhona lokhu ibe le date ibe 20/11/2020 12:23 uzabona la i-12/11 la umail, so ama-dates ahlukene, so sila
ngiyakaboshwa la.
Yes.
Okay, lapha sengiboshiwe.
Yebo.
Okay.
So ila, so manje la lokhu uchaza lo USSD, ingako athi asibuke la *130 *3621 hash.
Mina la phambi kwenkosi enkantolo ngishithile lokhu kuzongihlula nokuthi ngakhona ukuphendula lapha ecourt, ngoba lokhu mina ngikwazi ukuthi kusho ukuthini okuningi la.
I did mention it before the court, my lord, that this is going to be difficult for me to be able to respond to this, because I don't know what this means. Actually, what is the most of what is written here, I don't know what the meaning thereof is, my lord.
Ngoba ephepheni lamathawa nkosi enkantolo kubhalwe USSD ngapha kubhala labo *130 *3621. Manje mina lapho ngizongihlula ukuzihlaziya ngoba ngisomhlaziya ngikwazi.
Because on this one document, my lord, it's written USSD, and then on this side it is *130 *3621. So I'm not an analyst, I won't be able to explain it.
Thank you. Now, the last transaction on the 21st of November 2020 at 19:05:57, found on page 184 of 200, case ID 1031227, still on the same exhibit. The armor stream indicates that on 060, your number 060-901-6890 on 21 November 2020 at 19:05:57 seconds, performed a call type USSD with 0 seconds. The tower is 2G Queensuit NGA 1.
Date is 21 November 2020, start to 19:05:57, number 0609016890. Okwenziwa-ke lapho iloko bhaliwe-ke USSD, itower 2G Queenswood NGA 1. So lokho esikubona la but abona sifunda la manje, sobuya-ke lapho nazobuya khona azochazela ukuthi uUSSD lona usho ukuthini.
Now the USSD stream shows that your number 060-901-6890 performed a transaction, a shared phone transaction, by inputting the values *130 *3621 hash on 21 November 2020 at 19:05:57 seconds.
Iyakhombisa-ke lana uma sizobuka lana-ke ukuthi inamba u-060-901-6890 nge-21 zikaNovember 2020, isikhathi u-19:05 nama-seconds awu-57, kwenziwa-ke lokhu u*130 *3621 hash.
Do you have any comment?
Ukhona mfisa ukusho?
Namanje kosekatela kukhona ukuphendula.
Still, my lord, there's nothing I can comment.
Ngoba kokuqala ngaphambi kosekatela ngayihlukana nefoni ngoJune 16.
Because the first time, my lord, when I parted with my phone, it was on the 16th of June.
Now, Mr. Ntazi, given the information that we have traversed from yesterday, indicating that airtime was purchased, are you prepared to accept that the were recharges to your number?
Manjeke ukusukela
Airtime recharges to your number.
Manjeke nanjengoba sesishilo-ke sibonisene nawe-ke ukusuka izolo sikhombisa-ke noma sikutshengisa-ke ukuthi-ke kunama airtime athengwa, ingabe uyimisele yini-ke ukwamukela ukuthi-ke kunokufakwa kwe-airtime okwaba khona kwinamba yakho?
Cha Nkosi enkantolo.
No, my lord.
Why not?
Isizathu kungani?
Isizathu ukuthi Nkosi enkantolo mina ngangenafoni. Ukuthi lapha ifoni yayo khona yenziwana ngazo ngoba mina ifoni yahamba kimi engacishiwe.
The reason being, my lord, where I was, I had no phone, so I don't know what was happening where the phone was. And when the phone was taken from me, my lord, it was not switched off.
But given this information that we've gone through, are you prepared to accept that the were airtime recharges to your number.
Kodwa ke ngalokho esesikushilo kuwena no lokho esikhulume nawe ngakho ingaba uyimisele yini ukwamukela ukuthi ke kunokufakwa kwe-airtime ke efonini enawo number yakho ke.
Ask them answered. He has prepared an explanation to this question.
Can you, Mr. Ntanzi, maybe just repeat your answer to the last question, sorry?
Bengicela uphinde ke impendulo lebuqeda uyisho manje kulo mbuzo wokugcina.
Are you perhaps prepared to accept that they were airtime purchases to your number?
Same objection. Ask and answer. You can ask it different flavors. Ask and answer.
Well, my lord, the answer that was proffered is not clear. Hence, we just want to get clarity on his answer, and that is why we asking the question. We are entitled, my lord, to get clarity on the answer.
Bajaring is not a privilege, it's not a right. The record will speak for itself on the clarity of the answer perfect.
My lord, this is, we don't want to engage in this type of discussions. I don't think, my lord, they are in the interest of court decorum, and as we don't want to engage in those type of discussions. We have received a request, my lord, that Mr. Ntanzi has got an appointment or wants to see someone in prison at 3. We are about to start a new topic, and perhaps this is the appropriate time, my lord, to then adjourn until tomorrow.
There's an official that we are liaising with in respect to certain documents that we need from various institutions. And apparently the institutions have told me, because Mr. Ntanzi is in custody, they cannot deal with me, even with the power of attorney and correspondence from my side. They prefer to speak to DCS itself. So when Mr. Ntanzi leaves here at 3:30, that officer has already knocked off my line. Is the court process?
Kunesicelo ke la mnumzane Ntanzi ukuthi ke kunomuntu ke kufanele uhlangane naye ejele kuyacelwa ke ukuthi ke siphume ke ngaso isikhathi lesi, ngoba uma ke kukhulunywa ngayo ku3:30 umuntu loyo ke kufanele ukuthi ukhulumisane naye uzobe eseshayisile ngaleso sikhathi. So kuyacelwa ukuthi siphumeke njengamanje, unikeza wena ke ithuba lokuthi uyokhuluma naloyo muntu okufanele umbone.
Okay, until tomorrow.
So,